Beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. I am so honored to have you visiting my channel for this monthly energetic forecast. Of all the places you could be, you're here with me, and I could not be more thankful to you for that. So this reading's for all my Cancers out there that are Sun, Moon, Rising, even Venus. So I'm going to be channeling messages about blessings you can expect, challenging energy you may face, a message from your amazing guides, as well as even a mantra for this beautiful September. So we are officially in Virgo season, and I don't know about you guys, but I'd love to know from you all in the comments if it's been an active month so far in terms of like spirit contact. I've been just receiving downloads and downloads of information every single day almost. And if you guys have been receiving any sort of channeled messages, or if there's any sort of spiritual experiences that you've been having, please feel free to comment if you'd like to. But the message that I got this morning was about being very careful as to how you choose to express your own divinity. Very briefly, it was about how everything in existence is a reflection, representation, or a personification of the all, the divine, spirit, God, the Most High, whatever you want to call it. Everything is an embodiment of spirit itself. And this is why it is so important for us to forgive each other and ourselves. The divine is present and existing within each of us. We are the ones that choose how and in what way to express that divinity that lives within us. We can either honor our own sacredness and the divinity in everything and everyone else, or we cannot honor it. And it is our right to choose, but we will not be able to escape karma, and we will not be able to escape ourselves. Karma honors divinity because karma itself is divine. We honor divinity because a part of ourself, like our higher self, is divine. The less we honor our sanctity, the harder the universe goes in trying to show us the error of our ways. Everything exists to remind us of the love the Creator has for us, because Spirit created us through unconditional love. And to honor the sacred divinity that lives within us, it is our responsibility to lead and act with love. This ensures that we are doing our part. Whether we receive that love and support back is completely irrelevant, because it is our job to be accountable for how we express our divinity. And whatever does not reciprocate that back to us will have to deal with its own reflection, actions, and choices. And that goes for all of us, okay? So honor spirit by leading with love, and everything else will just simply fall into place. And I thought it was such a beautiful message, and I wanted to share it with you all, because sometimes we need a reminder of just how precious and extraordinary we are. Life can get tough and it kicks our ass from time to time, but we are not products of this life. We are products of divinity. We are literally made up of stardust, you guys. So that should say something right there, right? So moving into the reading, before we get started, let me just say this is a general reading for all of my Cancers out there. So in order for this general message to speak to your own individual spirit, you must be intuitively connected to this reading. To help you guys get your own psychic abilities activated, I'm going to be offering a 30-second meditation. So if you'd like to participate, take a deep breath in for about 5 seconds, hold that breath for 3 seconds, then exhale out of your mouth for 6 to 7 seconds. After breathing deeply a few times, you should be calm and relaxed. And when you are ready, we'll go on ahead and start that meditation right now. Hopefully that meditation helped you to spiritually connect to me and the energy of this reading. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and spirit itself for coming through to deliver this beautiful message today. Please don't forget to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos if you haven't already. Now, without further ado, let's get into this reading. All right, Cancer, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with this card all the way over here to the left. This is going to be showing me the blessings that you may encounter for the month of September. So let's take a look. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So my Cancers are going to be feeling very good this September. I'm sensing a feeling of success, of accomplishment, of victory, poise, grace. There's a feeling of pride here that I'm seeing my Cancers be blessed with this month. There's a sense of self-accomplishment and praise that you will find yourself drenched in. You're going to feel as though you have everything you need and then some. There's some major achievements coming for you this month, Cancer, and it is something to be really proud of. But the most pride is going to come from knowing that you achieved this all on your own, that you did this all by yourself when no one else was around to support you or guide you or help you or encourage you. You are going to look back on those moments with the biggest smile on your face because you're going to realize you never needed an entire team to accomplish anything. The only thing or person you ever needed was yourself and just a little bit of faith. You are going to feel so self-sufficient and self-made because of this. And this is what you needed, Cancer. This is exactly what you needed to give you the courage to realize that you don't need anyone else to support you or to believe in you. Your biggest supporter and your biggest enemy has always been the same person, yourself. But this September, you are going to master your own self in a sense that you completely ignore the emotional feelings or the emotional needs of feeling as though maybe you need this or this person or that person. Something has pushed you or will push you to go it alone, with or without support and help. But this act of independence will really push you to achieve some amazing things that you didn't think or know you could accomplish, which is amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. So let's go ahead and check out this middle card here. This is going to be showing me the challenging energy that you may face for September. And the card that I'm seeing here is the 8 of Swords in reverse. So there's a very interesting paradox here, Cancer, where it's like what I'm hearing is some of you may have felt safe in a bubble or a trap or a state of being stationary and not progressing, because at least you knew what to expect. And now that you are in a space where you have freed yourself from your own mind or thoughts or habitual cycles, you may encounter a little fear where it's like, well, now anything can happen. It's like I can hear some of you saying, at least in this relationship, or at least at this job, or at least with this person, or in this situation, at least it was predictable. It was dormant and expected. But here in this space, this feels different and a little dangerous because you don't know how to work with it yet. You might not know what to do with this yet. You might not know how to maneuver or how to interact with this yet. So doubt may begin to creep in, or a little bit of anxiety. But do not allow this, because you do not want to become trapped in a perpetual state or cycle of thinking how things could go wrong or worrying about what could happen. Keep an eye on your anxiety and thoughts this September, because they are going to have a lot to do with just how far you are able to go and the things you are able to achieve. If you can keep your head in the game, you've already done 90% of the work. You just have to maintain balance, peace, and cooperation with the mind, all right? So this is almost like you baiting or seducing your mind. That's what needs to happen here. You have to almost trick the mind into seeing only the things that could go right, and that's how you will defeat the negative thoughts that are lying dormant within, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and check out this card over here. So this is going to be showing me the overall energy that you may be dealing with for the month of September. So let's take a look. And we have the Hierophant. So you may feel or actually be responsible for others, whether this is your child or your family or someone you are supporting. Maybe you have an online community or a group of people relying on you or supporting you. But I'm seeing the overall energy for you be this sense of feeling as though all eyes are on you. You will feel like you have the last say in everything, or as though people are coming to you for your opinions or your thoughts because they see you as an accomplished person. They see you as someone they hope or aspire to be someday, and you're going to be able to pick up on that, Cancer, or at least this accomplishment they are really working for or hoping to achieve someday. And this accomplishment is going to be something that you see or face or deal with or actually receive this September. And this is going to be something that people are really admiring you for. You're going to know that people hold you in a certain esteem because of who you are or what it is that you've accomplished, but make sure that you are not allowing this to feed or puff up your ego. I don't know why I feel like I have to say this to my Cancers, but I feel like I have to say that to someone here. There's something about this Hierophant card it's making me a little nervous. It's giving me the vibe of, yes, you are accomplished. Yes, you are on this pedestal, but treat this position with respect and humility. There's a humbleness that needs to be exercised this month, because the higher up you climb, the harder and the longer the fall. And I don't know if I'm getting this feeling because of what the Hierophant represents, but he's the Pope of the tarot, basically. And even though the Pope is held in very high regards to people around the world, the Pope is still seen as an equal to his his counterpart in the eyes or through the eyes of the universe and through the eyes of spirit. Spirit does not see the Pope as better than anyone else. No, definitely not. But spirit does hold the Pope in higher regards because he is the shepherd of many souls. So honor this responsibility with humility and compassion and empathy. Be proud of what it is that you've done, but not prideful. Okay, there's a difference there. So you want to exercise good pride, not the shadow side of pride, okay? And let's check out this card all the way over here to the right. This is going to be showing me the message that your spirit guides have to say for you this September. And we have the Emperor. Exactly. Okay. Okay, so there is expectations of you. The Emperor has certain expectations, any job or title or status to uphold. He is the father of the tarot, and his job differs slightly from the Empress, who's the mother of the tarot. The Emperor is all about order and organization. He is about rules or regulations, and it is not because he is cold-hearted or difficult to work with. No, he just realizes and accepts what his responsibilities are, and he takes them very seriously. He doesn't just sit on the throne for show. No, he actually rules from that chair. He demands law and order, because if he cannot maintain peace or balance, then there is no one else around to help him or to take control or to take up the responsibilities that belong to him. So the entire responsibility falls into his lap. And the same thing I kind of picked up here with this King of Pentacles. You have realized your own power and how you can make things happen with or without anyone else around. But now that you are in this space of accomplishment, you have to uphold that integrity, okay? This is what your spirit guides want you to know or to embrace. They want you to not only have fun on the throne, being the one in charge, being that boss, but they also want you to accept the responsibility that comes with that role. This is the time to step into your role of leadership. Yes, you are in charge, but you are also liable or culpable for anything that may go wrong. So your guides want you to maintain the balance of being a leader by remaining humble and realizing that everything that has been given can also be lost, okay? So it's not that you're gonna lose any of these accomplishments, but if you are leading from a place of pride or ego, then it is very easy to risk losing everything it is that you have worked for and gained and accomplished so far, okay, Cancer? So let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards, see what else it is that I'm seeing for your September. And the very first card that we have is Expansion. Such a beautiful card, right? So this card is interesting because on it is a Merkaba, which is otherwise known as the vehicle of light or the vehicle of ascension. And this vehicle you are safely operating in during this time of travel and transition. So in other words, this card is confirmation that you are ascending and elevating spiritually and also in your waking reality. The Merkaba is a vehicle consisting of two pyramids, one pointing up and another pointing down. This was practiced by the ancient Egyptians, who believed very, very strongly in the balancing act of the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine. And this is why I'm obsessed with ancient Egyptian traditions and fundamentals and things like that, because honestly, they had the keys to like life and spirituality and balance. You know, they believed very strongly in the balancing act of the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine. To ascend, a person or initiate in ancient Egypt had to master the balance of the polarities. The Merkaba helped to usher an initiate into a different dimension or plane. Even when you look at the temples in ancient Egypt, you can see how there's two columns situated on either which side. That is to represent the polarities, the differences between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You had to maintain that balance of both the polarities in order to enter into this space of ascension, or in order to enter into the space of subconscious or the spiritual realm. So the Merkaba helped to usher an initiate into a different dimension or plane, and you are definitely upgrading spiritually as well as physically in your day-to-day life. Your status is rising just as you are, but remember, the Merkaba requires balance. As you rise, you must maintain a connection to the ground to remain centered as you level up, okay? The next card that we have here is Candle Illumination. Okay, so I see this being a very spiritual month for some of you Cancers, where this ascension, whatever it is, if it's spiritual or more physical, I see this elevation illuminating other areas of your life as well. If you maintain your balance, you will sustain this level of success. This illumination is telling me to stay connected to your essence, the part of you that has no ego. Leave your ego out of this achievement, okay, Cancer? It's very important to leave the ego, leave the self out of out of these achievements, because like I said, you run the risk of spoiling or soiling these achievements if you involve the ego in this, okay? And I don't know why I'm like stressing this so much. Normally my cancers aren't too prideful, but we all have a sense of pride. But it's just these cards I feel here are really trying to stress the fact that this is all about balance. This is all about moderation. The very next card that we have here is time for a nap. Okay, so some of you may need rest in a practical sense. If you're feeling tired or exhausted, rest your mind, spirit, and body. Meditate, relax, practice grounding and centering yourself as much as possible. Another thing I'm getting from this card is because you are spiritually ascending, your being is going through many different changes, and this is exerting a lot of energy. So take some time out to relax if you're feeling like you need it. This card for me is again saying to remain grounded and centered. There's something about this card that is like, yes, you are floating on cloud 9, but you also must come back to earth to make sure that your ego or pride does not overtake this accomplishment or blessing. Take a nap is all about grounding, coming back down to center and relaxing during a time where there may be a lot going on. So listen to your body and your spirit, okay? This could also be saying to take some mental breaks throughout the month as well. I also picked that up a little bit here with this 8 of Swords, just making sure that you're maintaining your mental health. I don't know why, I just feel like I have to say that for someone here, okay? The very next card that we have here is Green Man Synergy. Well, this must be why. So flow and be, Cancer. Just flow with your life and these developments, the energies around you. This card, again, is more confirmation that you need to work with the elements. And these elements could be people, nature, energy, spirit, or even yourself. Whoever it is, though, this card is screaming, yes, you did accomplish this thing without the help of another person or people, maybe. But what you didn't do is accomplish this on your own, solely on your own. Spirit assisted you, as did your guides and the universe. So don't forget about who was there or what did support you. This is all about being aware of who and what to give credit to, because it seems to me as if the spirit realm may come looking for its credit because they helped you accomplish something. So don't forget to give thanks and remain mindful of the beings helping you in other realms. Maybe this is people or spirit, but stay mindful of the beings that are helping you, okay? And make sure that you give them gratitude, show them appreciation, because it's very, very important to make sure that you are showing this appreciation. And the very last card that we have here is family. So this card is dealing with the root chakra. And again, I'm feeling the sense of you are not alone, and like something or someone is looking for credit. They don't want to take credit for what you've done and accomplished. They just want some praise or recognition. It's not much with this person, or I'm feeling like for many of you, this may be spirit. It's not much that they are asking for. All they're asking for is some praise and gratitude. So if you have not stopped and thanked spirit or the universe or your higher self for assisting you in these accomplishments, take a moment to do that, because I'm seeing a lot of the same theme here where it's like you physically, yes, did this alone maybe, but not spiritually and not energetically. There were others assisting you in this something, and they just want to be acknowledged. So make sure that you take the time out to do that. Give credit and recognition where it is due, and then enjoy the fruits of your labor, because you did do this, Cancer. And if you've been doing the work required and haven't seen your accomplishments yet, this September you will begin to see the rewards of your hard work. Just maintain balance and don't gloat too much, okay, Cancer? One good mantra that is related to this card is I am at peace and at one with my family. And another mantra that I think would be really good for my Cancers, I am one with my own being. I am one with the universe. I am thankful, grateful, and appreciative of the universe, and the universe is thankful, grateful, and appreciative of me. And I think that that's an amazing way to really keep that line of communication, that line of interaction, that line of respect and appreciation and adoration open between you and the spiritual realm, as well as you and anyone else that is involved in your life, all right? So this is all that I'm seeing for my Cancers for this month of September. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. I want to again thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and spirit itself for delivering this beautiful message. Please don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you guys haven't already. Hopefully you guys come back to visit me sometime soon. But until then, you guys go out there, conquer the world, stay blessed, and I'll be back next time, all right? Bye, guys.